From Software just released their newest game, Elden Ring. From Software is known for making the Dark Souls series of games, which is one of my favorite game series of all time. Elden Ring may not be set in the same universe, but it shares a lot of similar characteristics with the Dark Souls games. To start off, let's talk about the graphics. I have a pretty low-end PC in terms of the specifications on it, and I had to play the game on low, but even then, everything looked absolutely amazing. Like, there were no textures that felt out of place, and everything is colored so well. Elden Ring's world is enormous. I've beaten the game, and I'm like 70 hours into the game, and I've barely even explored anything outside of the main story's path. And I'm really looking forward to being able to go back through the game again and find, like, the little things that I just missed. One of the big things that I think is really cool about the game is that you can see the Erd tree, which is this, like, god tree that everyone worships in the world, from anywhere on the map. Once you really get up to it, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it is enormous. As for the story, with the Dark Souls games, the story really takes kind of a sideline to the gameplay and a lot of the boss fights, but in Elden Ring, you really feel immersed in the story, like you're a part of it. The whole thing is that you're trying to become the Elden Lord, whereas in the other Dark Souls games, there's really no mention of the story and what your true goal is, but it's right there in Elden Ring, and you know it from the very start. The gameplay itself is pretty fun, I think. All of your weapon attacks flow together well, and there's a number of weapon arts that your weapons can do that are like special abilities that the weapon has. You also get light and heavy attacks that you can make use of, as well as backstabs and parries. Dark Souls games are known for their excruciating difficulty, and Elden Ring is no exception. Elden Ring is very, very, very difficult, but it's not too difficult. Someone who's not experienced with the Souls games could probably jump into it and be just fine, but I will say some of the bosses are like too difficult. The single biggest problem with Elden Ring is the optimization. Now, like I said, I have a kind of a lower end PC, but this is something that people with thousands of dollar gaming rigs have had to deal with, and even PS5 players have had to deal with this, where the game will lag and stutter. Something really important with PC gaming is the FPS of the game. Generally speaking, you want to have like 60 frames per second, but in Elden Ring's open world, you're pretty much guaranteed to have 30 or below. From Software is currently working on releasing optimization patches for the game, but as it stands, it's not well optimized, and you're going to get a lot of lags and stutters, especially in the open world. I genuinely believe that Elden Ring has incredible potential to be able to win Game of the Year, which is really saying something. I had an incredible time playing through Elden Ring. The ending is amazing, and the final bosses are amazing. I had a lot of fun playing through it and being able to experience it as early as I was. Overall, I'm going to give Elden Ring 10 runes out of 10. Reporting live for BKTV News, Bradley Lewis and Sean Downs.